Huh? I'm on? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, my brother and sister. All right. I guess I don't know if should I continue or should I start all over again? Should I start all over again? Let's continue our study. We at 24, 14, 24, 14 to 17, 14 through 17. And that's let's go. Paul is now on a defense. He's on defense. Paul defense from the accusation that have been made against him. So I'm at the 14th verse of the 24th chapter. Now, Paul did not deny the third charge. The third charge that they had levied against Paul, or was the third charge, was that he was a ringleader of the sect of the Nazarene, which was followers of Christ. They was followers of Christ. So Paul did not deny the third charge, that he was a ringleader of the sect of the Nazarene. Yes, he was. But what he did say was that in this capacity, he served the God of the Jews. He said, in this capacity, I serve the God of the Jews. I serve the God of the Jews. Uh, so, believing all things which are written in the Old Testament. So Paul shared, he shared the expectation of all unorthodox Jews. He shared their expectation of all the Orthodox Jews, especially the Pharisees. The Pharisees, uh, he said, that there would be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. The Pharisees believed in the resurrection, but the Sadducees did not. So he shared these things with the Pharisees. So he shared the expectation of all the Orthodox Jews, especially the Pharisees, that there would be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. In the light of that coming resurrection, he sought to preserve, Paul sought to preserve an unclouded relationship with the Lord and with his fellow men at all times, far from stirring the Jews up to insurrection. Paul had come to Jerusalem to bring alms to the Jewish people. He was referring, uh, of course, to the collection from the church of Macedonia and Achaia, and earmarked for the needy Hebrew Christian saint in Jerusalem. He from Jerusalem. So we're up to the 17th verse of the 24th chapter. Now, after many after many years, let's see, after many years, up to 17th chapter. Now, after many years, I came to bring alms to it. This is what he said there. Came to bring alms to my nation in offering. Probably to the to refer to the uh, refer to he was referring, of course, to the collection that was taken up from the churches of Macedonia and Achaia and earmarked for the needy Hebrews, those who was in need, the Hebrew Christian saints in Jerusalem. They had taken up an offering a collection for them. And that's what Paul was saying in verse 17. In verse 17 of the 24th chapter of Acts. After many years, I came to bring to my nation. Paul said, I came to bring the collection to my nation. That's verse 17. That's verse 17. And verse 18, verse 18 says, whereupon certain Jews from Asia find me purified in the temple, neither with multitude nor with tumult. In other words, Paul saying, with regard to the fourth, this is the fourth accusation. Because remember, I said that Paul took each accusation that was made. They accused him of a plague, being a plague. He was a plague, and he was a pest. They accused him of that. He was a creator of revolt among the Jews. This is the accusation that they brought against him. He was a ringleader of the sect of the Nazarene, this is really the only truth. This is the only truth that they had against Paul. The rest of them was lies, but this was the truth because he was the ringleader of the sect of the Nazarene. The Nazarenes was followers of Christ. They were followers of Christ. So this was true. This was true. So from 8, say, verse 18 said, whereupon certain Jews from Asia find me purified in the temple, neither with multitude nor with tumult. In other words, this referred to the fact that absolutely nothing was going on at that time what could have given any type of evidence in their accusation. In other words, Paul. In other words, with regard to the fourth, that was the fourth accusation, that he had defiled the temple. That said that he had profaned the temple. With regard to the fourth charge, namely that he had profaned the temple, Paul made this reply. While he was in the act of bringing offering to the temple in the performance of a Jewish vow, certain Jews from Asia found him and accused him of taking unclean Gentiles into the temple, which was a lie. Now, this, of course, was not true. This was a lie. The apostle was alone at the time and had been purified. He had been purified from ceremony defilement. He was by himself, and he had been purified from ceremonial defilement. These accusing Jews from Asia who caused the riot against him in Jerusalem ought to have come to Caesarea to accuse him if they had anything against him. They didn't come because they didn't really have anything against Paul. they didn't have anything against Paul. So the only thing that was true, Paul was the ring leader of the Nazarene. He was the ring leader of the Nazarene. In other words, he was the ring leader of winning souls for Christ, bringing them to believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. He was the ringleader. All right, my brothers and my sisters, somehow or another we got kind of sidetracked tonight, but it appeared up on the screen that everything was going well, because I had participation from my brothers and sisters, and they was all lined up on the screen and things, and I thought everything was going well, everything was going good, but evidently there was a file up, there was a mix up somewhere. So what I'm going to do, my brothers and sisters, we're going to stop there. I don't even know if anybody's on the line now, still on the line. There was some on the line before we was kind of until Pastor called me and told me that it wasn't going through properly. So we're going to stop there, because I'm not sure is everybody is here is able to tune in. So we're going to stop there. So we're going to start at the 2420. So we let's start at 24. Now let's start at 24:18. We're going to start at 24:18 next week. We're going to start at 24th chapter and the 18th verse next week. I'm sorry, so sorry about the mix up, and I hope that won't happen to us next week. So I'll see you next week at 6 p.m. And I just pray that God bless you, God keep you, and let heaven smile upon you. As for now, I'm going to say good night, and God bless you, and I love you.